Ladies and gentlemen, we are...
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. How's it going, bro?
Yo, what's up, everyone? You know, you said it right. Wherever you are in the world, we're actually going, globally, kind of at the good times everywhere. So,
yeah. Exactly that. How's so one day in between, and we did the first episode. For those of you guys that haven't been tuning in to Trench Capital, did our first thing. We're talking about where the markets might be heading and what's been going on and stuff like that. And then what was it, like a 3% dump off? Bitcoin goes below $73,000. Ethereum goes below $2,000. Solana goes close to $80.
yeah.
Blockchain does a new all-time low. Yeah. Did you see what was going on?
Yeah, it's been insane, honestly, because time in the Web3 space and crypto, everything is just changing by hours, not even by days. So one day is like insane. We have like some huge drops and huge gains on the other side. So both ways, it's kind of insane. But yeah, guys, make sure to drop a like, share. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. We're gonna go through that as well during the stream. Yeah, man, it's been a wild 24 hours since the first stream we actually had.
Yeah, I mean, last 24 hours, we had Trump come out and say something that typically should be bullish for the crypto markets, but no. Let me see if I can just grab up on screen here.
That's actually funny because Trump is suddenly turning, not the bullish guy on crypto. Whatever he says is working actually different. It's working on the opposite way. He says he's bullish on crypto. Crypto's tanking. It's like never picking up. It's like, it's just the news that the market are waiting for it to dump. It's the same as Richie. Kind of, when he posted the chart every single time, probably for the past seven times, every single time he posted the chart and he's like, yo, everything is bullish. It was the local top where we had to sell. And Trump, he's basically becoming that guy. That's coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of screwed up the market anyway. I don't know, like your Solana top was kind of close to basically when his Memecoin came out. And even that coin, the Melania token, down ridiculous amounts. I saw something, I think it was on Confessions, where they were talking about they lost over, I want to say anywhere between 100 to 400,000 having both the Melania token and also the Trump token. Said it was the worst crypto president of all time. I think the expectation was so big. And if, to be fair, when he did get elected and then when he did come into office, like there were pumps on both events. But I don't know, he sold it.
I mean, well, he said he's never letting crypto down, so I don't know what that means. What do you think is that?
Well, let's bring it up. I mean, this was what was said. Gary Gensler and the anti-crypto army nearly destroyed the American crypto industry by driving Bitcoin crypto perpetuals innovation offshore, but Trump saved it. I don't understand this. Like, how did he drive it offshore? Just because he didn't allow, legalization?
He didn't allow. Yeah, Gary was, always constantly investigating big firms. He have like against Binance as well, right? The big exchange.
Yeah, but how does that take it offshore if they're already offshore? I don't understand that. Right? Like, they're not an American company. They have American subsidiaries, but anyway, America is now the crypto capital of the world, and the builders and the entrepreneurs are coming back to the United States where they belong under my leadership. We will codify a future-proof digital asset market structure that cannot be undone by crypto haters. The new frontier of finance is being built in America, and Trump will never let crypto down. President Donald J. Trump in capitals. Yeah, that looks like it's completely done by probably his son.
Well, yeah. Well, the market already made its choice straight from the tweet. So I don't know. The only save is like he's probably some like as we were going through yesterday, maybe some rate cuts, maybe reduce crypto tax. That's the only thing that could be bullish, because other words just saying, hey, we are buying some Bitcoin, we are bullish on Bitcoin, even like creating some strategic reserve of Bitcoin, that doesn't really push the market in any way right now. So,
well, not the strategic reserve that we got, right? Because I think the big thing is that there was going to be some sort of buyback feature that the US government would need to buy a certain percentage to, and then it's just like when it did come out that there was a reserve, it's just confiscated Bitcoin, confiscated crypto. So it's like, yeah, that side of things kind of sucks. Yeah, it was actually a real letdown, because there was so much anticipation that the US government, the richest government of all time, the one that is involved in monetary printing, is like, yeah.
Hey, it did impact. It did impact in the first move, because like Bitcoin was around, if I don't remember, in that phase where it was so much uncertainty. So it went like from 64 to like 49 in that range, and then it even skyrocketed with the election and everything else. So it did have an impact. It didn't have really a big impact in the rest of crypto, which people were waiting for all season for the past 4 years. Yeah.
Speaking of which, a few comments coming in. Pulse is so dead. Laugh my fucking ass off.
We'll go through Pulse, man. It's kind of embarrassing what is going on in the trenches. And welcome, guys, to the trench capital. It's really an embarrassment what is going on, because you kind of just see same old people just trying, just openly doing the dirty stuff. And plus, hey, speaking about Pulse Chain, it's so that I don't know, but the founders just posting some, he's back to shit posting. Is that good or bad? Yeah. What do you think?
Terrible. Like, I don't think you can be posting. Unfortunately, I just don't. I don't think you can be posting shit when your charts look like crap. Like, yeah, it's just hard to flex, right? I was on the phone yesterday with an OG guy who was in Hex, and we were chatting, and he was like, the hard part now is that because price performance is so bad, you can't say nothing. All of the haters that said stuff about Richard specifically have been right. Your Eric Walls, your Ivan on Text, whatever, they've been correct. So it's just very, very hard to pitch it. And MVS is saying this. This is a big thing as well, guys. Like, I know this is going to sound a bit rude, but like, water is wet. In a bear trend, there's scamming, and there's like everyone suddenly becomes a scammer. I haven't heard. I don't know any of the news here. But good morning, legends. What are your thoughts on the latest rug live on Spaces? Looks like the consensus was everybody will start scamming now. Like, in this bear trend, like, you just got to be careful. I think the reality of bearishness, or like, price going down, less X's on coins that you might be getting into, less trust in each other. Everyone starts calling each other a scammer. I think that's just like a typical bear trend. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? from.
Yeah, I just want to give I just want to give a shout out to MVS. He's always with a big threads, like 2 pages. He's like, yo, this guy did that. Awesome place to get some pulse chain news any time of the week. But on the scams, yeah, it's just a shame. Pulse chain beer market has been brutal, even in the trenches that people are getting, like getting to the dirty things like hop and scam, and the family is so small that sometimes you just misclick, sell, rug the coin, and you get some of your friends along the way.
Did you just say misclick?
Well, we have to go, bro. It's just the same people. The thing is that was going on, and it was kind of not visible when there was a bigger capital, a lot of more liquidity, and it wasn't done so openly. And right now it's like so small and the same people. That's insane, man. You don't have to get that low to be doing that kind of stuff. You just like chill, focus, build stuff like that. Like, hey, get a podcast going, get a live stream, maybe build something cool. You have AI right now that you can build like cool stuff. So you don't have to just like try to create something and just insta-rag your friends in 10 minutes. Or it was even not 10 minutes. I have no idea, but
so from what it looks like, it's Almighty that rugs.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, good time for me, because I'm in the trenches. I probably would have bought in, and got rugged.
Yeah. What was it? Let me just see.
Yeah, they just have a war, and they're creating memes of each other and just rugging,
That's why I can't really deal with the spaces no more. I'm not really like into those spaces, mainly because they've just kind of, it's just like everyone going after each other, I think, and just
yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough. What we can, like, what people should really pay attention is like really either if you are a diehard for a pulse chain, just do your DCA. I actually started my challenge account. I just like created a new wallet, public DCA account, and like really, like let's see how crazy this could go. So you just have to filter the bullshit that is going on in the pulse chain trenches.
I'd need to know more about it. Someone can put it in the chat and let me know like what's happened. Hopefully it's not to do with RH Pepe, because that was the new shiny
it can come at any time at this point,
Well, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but someone asked in the chat, what's your thoughts on this question here?
Oh my, I got dragged into that, so I'm a Hex diehard right now. Probably a bag holder, but it's looking rough. Can it like have a momentum and just pump? It probably needs the whole vibe around the pulse chain, ETH, market vibe. So I wouldn't look at Hex at all at this stage. I would really focus like ETH, some core position in Bitcoin if you want to know something like real. If you want to throw $100, $500 for like long term, hey, this is a great opportunity. If you believe it can do like 50x from those prices and like you don't care. Yeah, Hex looks good if you want to throw something like that, a jackpot money, or just start a DCA account and like put, hey, I'm not gonna eat burger and just go to the fucking gym and buy some $50 into Hex. That could work, long term. You don't have to have like, oh, it's gonna 10x tomorrow.
Yeah, it's for me. It's got to go probably much lower. I hate to say it.
It could, you know.
And then there has to be a turnaround, right? Like there has to be a big change in terms of the liquidity structure, and then also like the sentiment and marketing. I think the marketing is the big thing, because like the OGs, I don't see them super believing in it. Only a few, not as many as before. And then I think they're just done with the inflation now. They cut the inflation, so it's like, okay, would it be better to buy a new coin that hasn't got the distribution it has, versus like, unless RH comes back and he starts talking hex on poles and just goes crazy about it and starts, you know, really marketing it. It's I think it's top down, really. It's got to be the fan that markets it.
I could see the both ways, because you have basically, he could push for privacy. Depends what's the next hot meta will be. Because right now it's privacy, because you have like Zcash, you know, like pushing the boundaries. And speaking of privacy, we'll go through that a little bit, because EU is going nuts, man. They literally started to massive like crack down on crypto, and like have a insane KYCs for like withdrawals up to like more than 1,000. I don't know if you can pull that but that's insane, bro. Like 10,000 cash ban, or like you have to verify IDs. You know, crypto is going for that thing that you don't want to deal with, those guys.
EU especially, like $10,000 cash, 10,000 euro cash ban, €1,000 crypto KYC threshold, privacy coins fully banned. Take place July 1st, 2027. All exchanges must verify ID above 1K. Monero, Zcash, Dash completely removed from EU platforms.
It's pretty sad. It's like you know, there is still time left to to leave EU.
I don't know. EU's turned into a bit of a dictatorship when it comes to that kind of stuff. It's a bit ridiculous. I don't know what the workaround is. Maybe leave. Like, I don't know. But yeah, pretty shit, I'll be honest with you. Just go through a couple of the comments real quick. You got banned from Telegram, but now they're friends again. Lol. Okay. What's up, lads? How's it going? Yeah, Fiend's asking for an interview. Lol.
Hey, we'll get his interview. You know.
Okay.
Somewhere along the way, we'll go.
I think it's Kestrel, World of Cars. Nothing good on Pulse at the moment. He launched Peter Parker and said it was going past 250K, then rugged it 120K. Damn, that's the state of the trenches right now. Holy shit.
50%, guys, you sell. You know, whatever is the belief you like, you get your gains, you sell. Like 2 minutes hold.
Someone said nothing's happened on chain, bro. It's all dead. What else is happening? I hope you're talking about other chains too.
Yeah, we'll speak about other chains. That's for sure. Like we got to cover, as we were speaking about base chain yesterday, right? Because there was good.
Base seems to be okay. You can explain it better than me, because like you talk about BetterBot and kind of what's been happening over on base.
Yeah, they got like a banker bot where basically people were launching their own projects and like real stuff projects through just one tweet, you know, and they got the initial liquidity, V3, V4 pools, and actually a lot of AI projects, like real infrastructure. We've seen what is going on with Cloud, and they are building they had it on chain from almost day one. You know, they had the AI agents, different skills, creating insane like amount of I would say a playground for developers that want to come on your blockchain and build, right? So that's like what else you could ask for? You get the smartest mind.
The bring up on screen here, but
Oh my, yeah.
Here's your bank bot. So basically a free token launch, or I guess it's a launch pad for essentially AI.
Yeah, AI agents, different projects. It's like been for a while over there, but it had its seasons up and down. But the more it goes, the more people pay attention, and you see like real founders that they're building real world asset projects up on base. So it's kind of insane to observe from the outside, especially from me being on Pulse chain. I was always striving like, okay, I need to find like something else, except Pulse chain, maybe 1-2 more blockchains where there could be a future. And I do believe as strong as other blockchains will try to interfere that AI segment, Base probably will be the leading one for the AI, maybe robotics, maybe even real world assets. If ETH doesn't pick up, because ETH has been slacking, people just choose something like a little bit more cheaper, faster, and where actually, you've seen even Base interacted with a couple of projects, and they have like some incentives for that. So they're just choosing that at the moment.
So incentivizes, I guess, the launches essentially 1.2% fee on every swap. You earn 57% automatically forever, no staking, no lockups. Fees accrue in your wallet real time. 2% of your trading fees flow back from the banker's ecosystem subsidized LLM interface. Your agent pays for its own API calls through the banker LLM gateway. So Claude, Gemini, GPT at cost. So yeah, this kind of passive revenue, I think is a good way, especially if you're using the launchpad model, like to be able to launch something and kind of prevent rugging. I mean, I guess rugging is kind of the theme right now.
Yeah, no. In some way, it does. And what's actually happening that other people could have launched it, for some projects, and they would have generated like 10,000 or like 100,000 of fees in like a couple of days, and those projects is like, okay, we actually can endorse and use that money to they would endorse the coin itself, which is bullish for the community as well, and actually provide some kind of money incentive to keep building and ship more of that product that they have. So it's an very interesting.
So I'm just looking at a few of them, like GitLab was one of the big ones, or I say big ones.
I think mainly the biggest run they have is LFI recently, which is like full AI, and they have like something with tax and real world asset like inside that. And it's been like going crazy, a lot of interaction from the big guys, and they're interacting with Web 2, Web 3, cutting the edge over there. It's impressive, and still impressively well in the current market condition.
Let's have a look at those charts real quick. I'll bring them up on screen. But yeah, I think that we talk about AI coins and stuff like that. I guess you're kind of, when it comes to AI agents, went up to 19 mil market cap. We also had GitLab that went up to like 44 mil-ish, 43 mil.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive.
Less than 10K by the looks of things.
Yeah, there was one pod as well, which basically went quite high. On base, I could see like people are not really looking like, to rug us on Pulse Chain at the 150K market cap.
Wow. Okay. So the actual banker token went up to 122 mil from
it's the real tech, man. It's the real tech of the base, which most of the projects are launched lately, and even the manual projects that are going through, they get in contact with BankerBot to use their tech. How they claim the fees, how they interact with the contracts, because apparently every single user on X has its own wallet.
Sure.
So you can transfer, even like with a tweet, you can transfer the balance, you can buy some coins, you can do almost everything. And people even are building skills on top of that. So it's like an always evolving thing.
So how's it how is it not just like people just, obviously just going, right, okay, I'm just going to make some sort of AI themed website and AI, Telegram, this and the other.
There are a couple of LARPs like that, but most of the projects that are real, they actually have updated GitHub or so they have like the real open source thing on the GitHub, and people like they're really good at doing the research and checking about is it the thing working or is it just a LARP, so it's actually every single developer or the project that it is there is probably like top 50 or top 100 on the GitHub with the open source code where they build those AI skills or AI agents that perform the tasks. It's a big topic. It's a big thing.
Yeah, I was just having a look at some of them here, right? Like AI agents for Base. One of them, Litecoin AI agents mine Litecoin.
And the thing is, like those things are from big guys. That some of them worked for Facebook, some of them work for Tesla with Elon Musk. Like big brains, big brains in the industry that they just they are like. We're building this, and then some people created the token. They got like insane amount of fees because it was like he got endorsed with a coin, and it just helped the development in the long term. And we've seen you've shown some of the chart. It doesn't really go parabolic instantly. Some of them can take like from 1 week, 1 month, and then like people slowly start to pick it up.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's probably flooded with lots of different tokens. But
oh yeah.
I mean, by looking at things, everything's sitting around, say, the few that's at a mil at the moment. Most kind of smaller market cap, but yeah, certainly probably could go up, or a lot of activity. I mean, a lot of trading right now.
I could see a couple of them, go to hundreds of millions market cap.
Right.
Easily, Yeah.
So, I mean, even on the basis of like let's have a look. Even on the basis of like the sentiment right now in the market.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I've seen this one up a few times, so it's quite a nice dip actually. I wouldn't mind buying that dip.
Yeah, it's interesting because when you see that parabolic run, you get the FOMO, and on the real retracement is where you could potentially, if you like the tech and you buy the coins you like. That's why people ask me sometimes, like, "Hey, why don't you buy this?" Like, "Hey, I buy just coins I like. If I like the tech, I'll buy in." Oh, interesting. That's an interesting dip.
So when Peacock dipped, I got in real early, and then I also bought the dip here as well. So before it went up to 24 mil or something like that. So yeah, like I do like those dips, especially if there's a decent enough protocol behind it, or like something legit behind it.
What do you think? You just pulled this chart. What do you think about Peacock and
I
what
think
Liberty is trying to build?
I think Liberty Swap in general is like the only. I don't want to say only, but like they're actually trying to make stuff happen. That's the big thing for me. It's like Liberty Swap, brought about even their interaction with the community has been pretty good as well. So I really like what they're doing. It'd be nice if people got behind them and gave them a bit more support. Maybe because they're a bit more orientated to even like PDI and some of the kind of shit coins. Like some of the OGs might not like it, but I don't know. I think they're pretty good for the community. What about yourself?
As you said, pretty good for the community, and probably one of the only team that is left like building something that will really onboard people or will make people outside of Pulse Chain to come and use those products. I'm hyped. I think they're doing like very, very good at in those conditions, and they got some good support. Not so much. I'm actually surprised that they are not getting like enough credit for whatever they are building. They got the wallet, they got the exchange, probably the bridges, and they're introducing like some of more products in their whole flywheel. And as they mentioned, they have like they're literally supporting Peacock, and everything around that is building. So if Pulse Chain recovers and we have like a shift in the whole market and the sentiment, I could see like it probably could be one of the first coins to reach like back 100 million market cap in a fast way.
Yeah, so looking at it, like they're even integrating Cash App as a simple on-off ramp for USDC.
Yeah. No, they're doing like a lot of things, on board, like even to get cash on and offload if you like,
Right.
Cash App, yeah. And they have something like they're introducing something now just to like, with the USDC multiples, because there are like tons of them on every single blockchain. So they are like filtering everything and just you can swap into one. So if you like Pulse Chain,
Yeah.
we should work something with Liberty on later.
Yeah. So I see that they've also did they create this themselves?
Yeah. They are the developers behind ZKX wallet.
Right. Okay.
It's
So
still out like for 2-3 weeks, something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the wallet actually I use just to create a public account. So I'm really looking forward. I like the UI around that. I like the UI, but there should be like some improvements, a little bit faster executions on the balances and everything. And it supports a lot of chains. And plus, let's not forget they're the only protocol that have the railgun tech where you can like make your wallet public or private or send money. Speaking about privacy,
Right. Yeah. They use Railgun, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. So they use that tech, and it's really undervalued and not on the ISO of the big guys that you have. Like co-founder of Solana is like literally shilling every single day their technology. You need some of the big guys to slowly get on what Liberty is building together with the private and public wallets and like sending money, everything like that.
And which chains is it exclusively for?
Oh, so it's exclusively for Pulse Chain, but do you have ETH? You have like all the EVMs,
Right. It's kind of all the ones that it's routing through. Interesting. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. I've seen it. I just haven't. Probably have to watch this video.
Yeah, you can. They have a lot of blockchain. They have like ETH, OP mainnet, BNB, Polygon, Monad, Mantle, Base, Arbitrum. Like all the big top 100 blockchains.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm very glad that Crypto Coffee got on that also. Like gets a little bit more extra attention, more eyes, and it's not even about the coin, but it's more about the public and private privacy. How you can send money without any tracking. So that's a really big thing, and I believe in the next couple of years will be even more needed.
Yeah, like going back to what we were talking about the EU essentially pushing KYC for 100K. Sorry, for a grand plus transaction.
Yeah, like what? You go to supermarket right now, and with the inflation, you're spending like half of that or more than that.
Yeah.
So
like that's absolutely insane. MVS says the following: guys, I'd like to introduce you to a couple of dev teams building infrastructure on Pulse Chain for a couple of years now. I feel some of these dev teams don't get any airtime, even though they have great products. Yeah, it could be tempting. I think one of the fundamental issues I have with certain dev teams, or not just certain dev teams, like just dev teams in general. And the reason why I like Liberty is because you have to be multi-chain focused in order to like pave the way to. So if there's no, for example, I like what I see that there's a new wallet, the Cabby wallet, I think it's called, or whatever it is, by Alex from Hedron and Icosa. But the thing is like, if it's only going to be integrated between Ethereum and Pulse Chain, it's nowadays like you have to have routes, and there's no reason not to. Like Liberty Swap allows you to route through multiple different chains. Like you can even go from Solana to Pulse Chain, which was amazing. I remember at the time I had some USDC on Solana and using it transaction like that just to go rich. So they have to be multi-chain focused. I said this with the guys from LPX. I was like, you've got a really cool tool. I've used LPX before, but the problem is you're only thinking inside your bubble. You've got to be thinking outside of the bubble as well, because you're not just pitching like this ecosystem. You got to be focusing on everything. And then there's introduction to whatever your favorite Pulse, if it's Pulse Chain or if it's BNB or whatever your favorite chain is. So that's my only critique, I would say, of like developers now. They don't get enough support. I'll be honest with you, they don't get enough support on Pulse Chain. If you go to other chains, there's usually some sort of like fundraising that's done, or like development fund that's paid out. I do think that's a real weakness.
We literally spoke, MGK. We literally spoke about funding. It's like BankerBot is that what it's doing with the fees. It's literally sponsoring. You get 1 million volume, you get like almost 10,000 plus of fees, and like that's like a good
reason to build.
Yeah,
that's the big
thing. Exactly. We don't have something like that on Pulse Chain yet, but maybe something similar could be.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't get these rugs if there's like this kind of stuff. Like people are making money building. That's the big thing. So the model was the sacrifice model, right? Which came from top down.
Sacrifice, We don't want to hear that word anymore, man.
But it's
sacrifice.
Sacrifice your coins, right?
We sacrificed the money after the soul. What else? What else do you want to sacrifice? But the MVS, we've been with him like in contact for a long time. So if you have any of those, feel free to just shout them in my DM, and we'll go through. We'll definitely have like some Pulse Chain people on stage just to speak about the product, or we are in the trenches, man, trench capital. So
of course,
that's actually we're speaking like raising money for the projects that are building something cool, or maybe getting exposure and help them. That's what we're trying to build, like Web3 consulting agency that helps, especially with that. So.
Speaking of which, I mean, there's some products that I'll probably launch at the back end of this year. There's a lot of things that I've been focusing on as a trader and being like, okay, what exactly? How do I get the best possible advantage within the market? How do I, whether it be finding something that's like a small cap, or finding something that's starting to pick up momentum in terms of its volume, and I'm talking multi-chain, I'm talking Base, I'm talking Ethereum, I'm talking BNB, I'm talking Pulse Chain, I'm talking BSC, and now also probably implementing something like a Monad, maybe a Sui, maybe even an Arbitrum, maybe even. I'm trying to, because you can get like information overload, but the main 5 ones that I've been really focused on: Ethereum, Solana, BNB, what was the other one? BSC and Pulse Chain. And so there are tools that have been built out there, and I'm not going to critique them. I think they've been really, really good, that are chain specific. But I don't know if people are really watching what's going on, not just the flows, also having very fast integrated sniper bots, also having the option to, okay, I'm not in the meme coins, or I'm not in like new launches, or I'm not in the monetary flow and not looking at the bigger picture or the bigger coins on those chains. But what if I want to focus on leverage? What if I'm more of a leverage guy? How do I know what to put in terms of going short, going long? Starting to build out indicators for that as well, because I do both. Like I do some leverage, and I do also do quite a bit of like degening and getting into meme coins and getting into low market cap coins, or watching where the money flows from one chain to another. So just building stuff like that, I think also that would be fundamentally quite good for the next stage. I think if you went back and you started to see the volume picking up on Solana back in the 22 drop, when Solana went down to, what was it, $9, and then it started to go back up again, and things were starting to get built again. Like you have to have your what do they say, ears to the ground. You have to know exactly what's going on and what's the next big thing. It could be Monad, it could be something else, it could be Sui, who knows?
So no, you don't want to tell about Sui, man. Sui had a fuck up. We didn't touch on that, but Sui actually was down for 5 hours, I believe, yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah. I've been a huge fan, but they've had like probably the second crackdown. They had like 5 or 6 hours of downtime of the whole blockchain, which is really bad, because like they got a huge base of money and the investors, as Grayscale, BlackRock, and some other big companies, even probably countries that are invested. And having that big amount of capital, and you see the blockchain is down for 5 hours and you can't do nothing, right? That's a terrible look. You get one more of that and you'll see the capital rotating so fast that
that isn't good. I remember when I spoke to Andy Lian, who's kind of big on BSC, and he said like there's no community on Sui, or it doesn't seem like there seems to be that much community on Sui. So yeah, that's one of the only issues.
We have a big community on Pulse Chain, so
yeah, it's also
100% uptime.
MVS says, sounds good, I agree. The future is multi-chain. Some devs are already breaking outside of the bubble. Nice. I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And it's not a critique at Pulse Chain specifically. It's just like, okay, you got to think about, okay, you've got X amount of users on, say, this niche blockchain, and you're building some really good tools that probably would be more effective in a bigger pond, bigger lake, whatever. And most of the degens, like I think the pump tires effect was pretty cool. I saw a lot of multi-chain degens coming across when that happened. When that came out, they were coming across from BSC, and just going from there really. Do you want to bring up some charts as well?
Yeah. We can go over because we had like we had some big drops on Bitcoin and ETH, and I was even just slightly listening yesterday because we had the ban, which is the most hated guy when Bitcoin pumps and everyone is dunking on him, and when Bitcoin and everything goes down, everyone goes silent and is crashing out.
Oh, dude, the amount of people saying that crypto is going to zero. I saw like multiple.
How is your timeline looking? Because my timeline yesterday was like, I was like a little bit. Maybe I got some few buys in, small ones, but everyone was crashing out, and I was looking, okay, maybe I found some new entries on some of the coins that I like. So when things are going down, you really get the opportunity to get some cheaper entries on some like really good projects, or stack some more if you're 5 years.
I just was like, I mean, in terms of the timeline, yeah, it's just people crashing out, people just going a bit nuts. It's that and a mix of like, I'm a massive big Arsenal fan, so we played Champions League football on Sunday. So like that's the only thing that's been winning. so we won the Premier League. So I'm just more focused on that, to be honest. Someone saying, let's have a look here. Crypto and gold. No, Bitcoin can go to $40 by the end of $40 or 40,000. That's what I want to know.
I don't think $40.
No,
yeah, $40. I could like sell everything. I'm probably gonna do some other stupid stuff to get more money.
Gonna be selling people. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling people's grandmas. I'm gonna be selling livers.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing. $40 Bitcoin. Imagine.
Yeah, you look at it. Like, I think it means probably 40K.
Yeah,
I think 40K. Yeah.
that's way too low. That's way too low.
Yeah,
can happen. Low probability.
It could happen, but the thing is, it's like it's super high risk to try to catch that bottom perfectly. Like any entry within probably, I don't know, like even that 60K entry was pretty good. A lot of people were saying that's the Bitcoin bottom. I don't think it is. I think you're going to drop down maybe 55, 50. We looked at the charts yesterday, and I talked about the 377 and the 200, right? So the 200 is around, I want to say like 58-ish right now, although it's a moving average, so it probably will move lower as time goes on, as we get closer to the bottom. But yeah, so and then the 377 was around 51, I want to say 50-ish. So like in between those markers, I'm like, bro, I'm definitely gonna buy some. Yeah, and the last time around, back in 22 bottom, when it happened, it actually went slightly below. I want to say 10 to 15% lower than the 377. So that I think we marked it out yesterday. If you go back on the stream, but it would have gone down an extra 15%, an extra 15%. You're probably looking around that 40, 45, 47 mark-ish, something like that. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, a 71% dip would be crazy, man. Yeah, 36K.
36.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me, but you got to remember that obviously
Who's gonna be left in crypto, man? 36K, come on. You know,
yeah,
get,
40 would be a solid catch.
You already got people like living left and right. Some of them like get wasted, and some of them like are literally shouting, "Oh my God, crypto is not fun anymore." You know, if it goes like that price, probably like only people like us like are really interesting to build around crypto. You know, and like they're not looking like, oh, I need to make it in 1 week or 1 month. They're looking, okay, in the next like 5 years, I really want to build my life around crypto and build something sustainable that has the interaction with it. So,
bro, have you seen this, by the way? I don't know.
Is that fresh, new?
That's fresh. Yeah.
They're walking among us. What?
Yeah. Ooh,
Wow,
that was loud.
that was loud.
Aliens.gov from the White House. Literally just posted.
God.
Yeah,
Literally.
so the White House seems to be going full like alien mode. Shout out to PTG.
How's Alien doing? From there was some Alien coins.
This was posted an hour ago, bro.
An hour ago. Yeah, there was slide. Okay.
So they've basically made a website. Bro, this could be a fresh meta right now. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, it was like a couple of weeks ago. Some of coins pumped good on the ETH. There was like, yeah.
I mean they're posting about it right now. You know, they literally posted this link. This is what they've created.
How crazy
bro,
is that?
Man.
We are living in a simulation. Sometimes I get this stuff in my brain that we are literally living in a simulation. The things that Trump says or posted, or even like the White House, man, you know, social media has, oh my God, has turned everything around us like so crazy for 60 years.
Yeah, so for 60 years, the US government has kept a closely guarded secret. Aliens have been walking among us, living in our neighborhoods and interacting with us in our daily lives. They've shopped in the same stores, attended the same classes as our children, and lived seemingly normal human existences. With one exception, they do not belong here. Millions arrived under the cover of darkness and embedded themselves directly into society.
There is a lot of reading.
Bro, it's like, what the hell?
Why aliens only in the USA? What's happening? What's happening with the rest of the world? You know, they actually. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I see. Yeah, White House shilling PTGC is wild. Yeah, yeah, it really is. I think. Okay, they're talking about illegal. This is ICE, by the looks of things.
Really?
It's not alien.
Really?
They're talking. Look. If you go down, you go Dallas, search city, state, and then it's got like all the crimes, and then like the countries of origin, right? So I think it's just oh, bro. ICE tip line. Literally an ICE tip line. What the fuck? These aliens are the millions of illegals who invaded our country under the cover of darkness. Holy shit. After all that, it's all insane, about freaking ICE. That's hilarious. That is the most Trump type thing to put out. Like, make a bunch of stuff, start talking about aliens, and then Jace basically pull the plug and just say, right, it's all about illegal migrants.
Yeah, he's been posting, I don't know. Yeah, is it even him or like he's just throwing the words, you know? But Trump had some funny posts, making at least the city a little bit more interesting with his alien posts.
Just again, not my advice, just my opinion in case of the SEC. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, don't worry, man. I'm sure at this point, the SEC ain't going to come after you. Yeah. So yeah, you're looking at probably 71% drop would be like 40K. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's probably a good prediction, possibly a good prediction. We can bring up some charts. I'll be honest, they're super depressing, right? I'm looking at the price right now. I mean, to be fair,
MGK, you know what is not depressing?
Go on.
Green charts. So we had just like also probably midday yesterday where Iran and the USA, like they made some kind of again peace deal, and there was like literally 450 billions added to the stock markets, and we had a new all-time high on the stocks. It went 7,555 actually. Maybe bullish for Hex people.
Shout in on the S&P and just been buying this continuous Ponzi scheme because American 401ks continuously buy this up.
It doesn't look like it's going to stop, man.
I mean,
if you look at this chart, like I would say a week towards 8.4 can easily, like we wanted the crypto super cycle, and we got like a stock super cycle, right? We got a bull market in the stocks.
Do you know what's so sad as well? If you had sold all of your crypto, actually no, tell a lie. If September 22, when was the bottom of Bitcoin? November, right? November 22.
Yeah.
So like, if you bought the S&P 500 around this mark here, you do a 2x. Okay.
No. That probably a lot more than a 2x, man. It depends, but bring up a SNDK chart. Yeah, that's a max scoop. Like there is no way I had that in my imagination. Yeah, SanDisk. Like what? That's what you call, guys,
hockey stick.
FOMO, Ponzi, and just like patience probably, because what in the world is that, man?
Oh my days, that's like a 60x plus.
But you know what? We were like my thoughts about crypto and everything that was going on in the world with AI. I was like, okay, I'm interested to buy projects that are related on energy, robotics, AI infrastructure, and maybe some AI payments, something like that. But the thing, like everything was not on crypto, was not built on crypto. Most of the stuff was like actual real projects, like real stocks, so all you had to do is just buy some stocks into that area, and there you go, you got your bull run. Because I was looking about crypto, man, like okay, I know that energy, like people will use AI, they will need like tons of energy, tons of GPU. Like even we've seen what's happening with OpenAI, where data centers, like SpaceX is like literally giving them the database, and they're earning like someone posted like 1.4 billion per month. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's crazy. That's like huge amount of money.
It's certainly a bubble.
It's a bubble, not our bubble.
No, but it's ride the bubble whilst you can, right? Like be in the bubble whilst you can, because there's money to be made. I mean, the other one that I always go to now is the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, which has been parabolic since 2020. That's the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange right there.
Yeah.
So, shalom, brothers and sisters. But look at that, wild. That's 16, 17x from the low, from the very low. Like if you bought that low down in March 2020, you would have done 22x.
Do you believe we could see or have a rotation from stocks back into crypto, because the coloration is so big. So what happens? Like we've seen that Bitcoin and everything else is tanking, while stocks and
Maybe, but
companies like that, they're
not
like,
anytime soon. I just don't see it happening in anytime soon. I think a lot of your altcoin season was tech stocks. It was basically all the bros buying tech stocks, Nvidia and a lot of tokens like that end up doing crazy amounts. So they were the real altcoins. That was the real altcoin season, unfortunately. But again, like when I go back to crypto is always going to be around. Think of it like it's a smaller pond with less liquidity to move. It's very easy in comparison to a lot of major stocks. So I think that you think of the market cap valuations of a lot of stocks right now is pretty heavy. They're pretty heavy to move. So they could rotate back at some point. Maybe that's just cope. But at the same time, I see a lot of the crypto guys like coping on the timeline. It's interesting during the kind of more bearish trends when Bitcoin was dumping and obviously the stocks were taking off. Everyone suddenly became like a stock trader. Everyone became a gold expert, oil expert, including myself, So yeah, we'll see. It's just adapting, really, I guess, future-proofing and seeing, okay, what stocks, honestly, like a bit of common sense really works well. Okay, you look at, what material is going to do well? Copper's needed majorly for the data centers, chip manufacturers, stuff like that, energy, all of those things that surround the basis of how these things work, because the use of it is going up significantly. But now you're trying to work out, you think of the gold rush, right? Everyone was trying to grab gold, but the ones that really made a lot of money was the people selling the equipment to dig up the gold, to be able to, like, the shovels, as they say, to dig up the gold, right? So all of the infrastructure around it is always going to be very valuable. So gold 7K by 2028, in my opinion. Yeah, gold could probably do. I mean, I haven't actually seen gold in a little while.
We haven't heard about the gold. That's actually
gold,
true.
gold went on a run. From what I'm told, they have, is it a 10 or 20-year bull market or something like that? Like, their cycles are really strange. I got a friend who has a jewelry shop. Let me bring this up on screen, and then we'll probably wrap this up fairly soon because everyone's depressed. Everyone's depressed. So gold,
Let's look upish a little bit, before I pull back.
Yeah, so it went up to 5.6K, and it's dropped 20% since then. But, when you talk about, I think this was the last time when there was a major drop-off, which was back in 2011, and it only went down about 45%. Even if we have a look at this pullback here, went down 20%. Right, so it's done it quite sharply. Will it have that 40% pullback, which is, your typical, I think, bear market for gold? Because that lasted quite a few years.
Well, there you go, Richard. You have a real opportunity. Gold goes down, hex go up. You'll say hex is a better store of value. Yeah, better gold.
Yeah, I mean, like it's pulled back 20% already, right? So maybe this is a good time to purchase, but I don't know.
Not for the real trenchers, Real trenchers.
I want to buy Twitter at 10K market cap.
10K. Well, that's quite high, to be honest. Even 10K is too high for Pulse Chain because they might rug in the next one day or so. So yeah.
By 2031, the run is over for gold, not financial wise, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, market cap wise, let's have a look at the market cap comparison real quick. Market cap wise, it's pretty insane that it's like 31 trillion. like it just in comparison to everything else is pretty insane. Nvidia up at 5 trillion. What else we got? At 4 trillion. Silver down at 4.2 trillion. Bitcoin not even in the top 10 at 1.4 trillion. You know, so sad times, guys. Is Ethereum even on this list? Let's have a look. Ethereum was on this list like back in 24, I think. Okay, 79th at 200.
79.
I think
Wow.
this ought to be a $1 trillion market cap at some point.
Wait.
You know,
So you're telling me that your price target for this is like 10K?
No. If the price is 2K now and it's about 250 billion, so it'd be 4x from there. So
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8K, around about 8K.
8K. Okay.
The question is
still, yeah, maybe in 20 years, we'll see.
no. I mean, I could see it. But yeah, Ethereum did nothing this cycle. Depression is great. You can set your family in position. Just be patient for Bitcoin. And I agree with you. Q3, Q4 of this year, like, yeah, you know, it's not far away. Or we're at the end of May now. Ironically, sell in May and go away is literally in full effect right now.
I got a bit of hate, you know, because I posted literally at the beginning of May, like, is this time different, or do you like literally sell in May and go away? Because I was like, okay, making a few trades. I got good trades in at the beginning of the month. I was like, do I want to hold these? Do I want to hold like anything else? I was like, probably not. You know, history sometimes it teaches you. So I was like, okay, let's just get into some stables and like sell.
Do you know how many people tagged me about sell in May? Like, because I was saying sell in May and go away, right? Like I was posting, you know, people saw super crazy about like, oh, it's I think this is gonna happen. I think it's just gonna play out. And people were like, no, because obviously at the beginning of this month, things were pumping. I mean, let me just bring
it was looking good. It was looking good, like a decent pump from from 60K from previous 2 months all the way up. We had a nice rally, and right now
that's the monthly candle right there. So it went up as high as like 82, 83K.
Very good.
If you go on the weekly candles, right? So end of March, this is April. And then, yeah, first week of May, nice green candle. Like we go from 77 up to like 84K. We're back. And this is what crypto does to you, bro. Straight away. Literally just eats the whole weekly candle up. And then
it just shows how kind of thin the liquidity is also, and how fast the moves, you know, are becoming. Yeah. So that's why even catching something like at the bottom is really hard.
Agreed. So I suspect that, I mean, they look so tiny on the monthly, but I suspect these progressive months that we've just had, the last 2 months, are going to get eaten down, and then we head down. Yeah, completely erased. Yeah.
You know, for me, what doesn't make sense, like literally my brain can properly find a feeling in the market, is that the stocks, what's actually gonna happen when stocks find the top and they start to cool down and going like -5, because -5%, that will be like 400 billions or something like that. When stocks are gonna like be toppish and start to cool down, what will happen on that correction with crypto, and how Bitcoin itself will react? That's my only concerns, and I can't properly figure out like, am I bullish yet, or when the bullish sentiment will begin?
Yeah. I again, I go back to timing. I think also Crypto and Gold's kind of right on this as well. I know people hate me saying this, but it's all intact. It's like just the 4-year cycle seems to be intact, right? So nothing's changed. and so like you just have to kind of go off of that and go, okay, I mean, look at where we're at. The next few months, and it's going to suck because I know we're going to be recording pretty much every day, Monday to Friday. Yeah. But we're literally going in the lowest trade volume months as of next month to October. They call it the Halloween effect. And the Halloween effect, this is where selling may go away comes from. It's basically this market phenomenon that comes from the stock world. I'll bring this up real quick on screen, but it's literally that. It's like they just go away. They're just done. It's absolutely done with the market, and people literally just disappear. So yeah, this is what it's called, the Halloween effect, often called as the Halloween indicator or Halloween strategy. Well-documented market anomaly where stocks historically generate significantly higher returns during the winter months, so between November to April, than the summer months from May to October. And the strategy is that you buy your stocks on Halloween and you sell your stocks at the end of April.
Wait. So if the thing is like sell in May and go away, is it like then buy in summer and come back?
Well,
come back in winter and sell again,
More like your trading activity picks up at the end of that month, right? Towards the end of that period of time, that season. So the trading volumes, and you'll probably see it if you're looking at data, you'll see like trading volume go down significantly in the next few months, and you'll be like, holy shit, this is low volume. Everyone's going, everyone's disappearing. Maybe they get distracted by something else. They're enjoying their summer, or the World Cup's on.
Yeah. That's for sure.
That's the point. You can, by the end of your year, enjoy exactly. I mean, it's not that far away. Genuinely, it's not that far away. We've been through a lot. I'm glad you're speaking facts, figure, and logic. You see what I'm seeing again. It's pretty logical. And I think so many people want it to be different, and it's not. It's not been different. Maybe there is some small difference, maybe a month or two difference or whatever. But again,
it's been driven with political news and stuff like that. That's why maybe it could be like some months off, because you got a little bit more push or more down in the recession.
Yeah, but you might see a market dump going into summer. Who knows? Maybe that's when your stock market dump is going to be. Who knows?
Hey, summer is for the beach, beer, and the Greek islands. So.
Fair enough. On that note, I think we should wrap it up, unless you wanted to cover anything else off. But we'll be back next week. Yeah,
we'll be back in like 2 days from now.
2-3 days from now.
2-3 days from now. Yeah.
Hopefully,
I think it's great. I think I really appreciate every single one that is popping up, and we got some. Great shout outs from Pulse Chain guys as well. Whatever we are covering, like Pulse Chain is still the base and will be the topic of a lot of discussions in the future. So that's really great to see that there are still some few people real that are like, not only about price, but really showing the support. So once again, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, like real important, go and join the Telegram group. Right? It's t.me/Trench Capital Lounge. So we've already got getting members coming in straight away. So we want to build that up. And then I think also this is probably going to be a platform for other stuff as well, not just what we plan to do with the consulting side of things, but probably like we want to do collabs. We want to build like an active community out there. So go check that out. Telegram t.me/Trench Capital Lounge. You also can follow us on Twitter, and those clips were a few of them starting to take off actually.
Yeah, I like that. You know, clips, another form of underrated marketing, better than tablets. Clips, man, it's just
Wait, you're
like,
telling me that doodle pads do not like do it in terms of marketing?
it's another topic for another day, but we could wrap it up.
we'll deal with that next week, right? Like we'll do some research into the best possible ways of doing marketing, and we'll assess what doodle pads versus the return on the investment. But like I said, go follow us or go follow the Telegram group. Subscribe if you haven't already. You know, keep your head up, guys. Like I know it's going to be a pretty negative year, but price depreciation is an opportunity, and then you ride it back up, and the excitement comes back again, and things start to take off again. There's always going to be plays. I also come back to this. I have a feeling, and I'll just put a prediction out there, that World Cup tickers or any ticker that is associated with anything, any events, memes in the World Cup, look out for them. Look out for them. Guys, I know there's predominantly an American audience. The World Cup in America, because America is trying to push for soccer, football, but football is massive. You just don't really realize how big it is because it's not big in your country. But when you realize how big it is globally, and when the biggest event happens in America, Mexico, and Canada, which is coming up in the next month, there's going to be so many tickers. You know, whoever wins the World Cup, there's going to be a ticker that sends. I'm telling you, there's going to be. It could be.
Hey, maybe France. We can find something. You know, we could find something live on air.
Yeah. You know what? I might even build out a bot to try and follow some stuff and just make a quick free group on Telegram, because that'd be interesting. Like World Cup meta plus crypto tickers, like trying to see what's popping up. One that took off the other day was a Solana one called I think it was called World Cup that did some X's. So yeah, that's the other thing. You just keep an eye on it. Because how do I know this? Because even like Restore the what was it called? No, not Restore. Unite the Kingdom. Okay, so it's big anti-migration march in London that happened, and that went up. That went and did a few X's during its second major event. You know, that went and did, I don't know, 510x, I think it was, from where it was sitting at. So, you know, it's these little quirky things where you've got these little events that could happen where you could make a little bit of money here and there. It's quite fun.
Power of Memecoins. That's right.
That's right. Well, guys, jump into the Telegram group. We'll sign off. Appreciate all of you guys coming in. Have a good weekend as well. And we'll see you next week. And fingers crossed, either we go lower or we go higher.
Higher.
Probably higher over the weekend and dump on the Monday.
Probably, yeah.
All right. On that note, I'll end stream.